Thanks for tuning into my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money, but will help me out tremendously. Thanks in advance. So KeffeD explodes in court amid new evidence that was presented in court. He exposes Greg Kading of being shading and breaking the laws. And if you don't know who Greg Kading is, he is an American author and former Los Angeles Police Department detective, best known for working on a multi-law enforcement task force that investigated the murders of rappers Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls in the mid-2000s. Now that you're informed, let's check it out.
That'll be August 20th.
Now, address the court.
I think we're done.
I got something to say.
You want to say it to Mr. Arnold? And he can say if he represents you. So ultimately, if you represent yourself, you can talk at will. But if
Mr. Greg Kading had them boxes at his house for 15 years in his attic, doing all kind of TV interviews. That them boxes should not be allowed in the
He's
cases.
just going to talk about it.
Yeah, them boxes should not be allowed. The tainted evidence, everything. The man, he broke a proffer agreement, and he broke the law, all kind of stuff. The boxes should not be allowed. He's been at his house for 15 years, and he's doing interviews, going in the boxes. Let me see here. Ooh, you can see it on any internet site that this man been going in the boxes for years, and he's a method, and a judge, federal judge in LA did a 142-page thing about him. Look it up on the internet.
So I think what the state said ultimately is that they don't think that there's going to be anything in those boxes that they're going to use.
You just used something in the boxes. They just used something in the boxes from 1996, and they know they did it.
Yeah, no, it's certainly we are.
They're not only ugly on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside. They crashed my family in this. They did my daughter first. They did my son. Then they just did my wife the last year. What's the name told me about these? David Westbrook told me about these dudes. He said they're not only ugly on the outside, but they ugly on the inside too. These two dudes right here.
All right. At this point, there's nothing before me to exclude any sort of evidence. There's been no motion filed about the proffer. I don't know if Mr. Arnold plans on challenging that or not. Ultimately, that decision is up to him. So we'll see you guys back on that 30-day date.
That was August 20th at 9 a.m.
All right.